think about the new Netflix film, Beast of No Nation?
I got a chance to see the film. The first thing I want to say is the film itself is a great film. The way it was filmed, the way it was directed, the acting, the cinematography, it was great. It was an actual masterpiece of a film. Now, as far as the storyline, it was. I'm not gonna lie. I watched it and like it's made. I've been thinking about it ever since I watched it. I didn't really know. I knew that that kind of thing was going on, but I didn't know to what extent. And I think Beast of No Nation show you exactly what's going on in Africa with the child soldier situation, and it's scary. It's scary, really. It's scary that how easy it is to die out there, and it's also scary how easy it is to become a murderer. Like that boy was almost the boy who was in the film, the main character, was almost forced into being. Well, he was forced into being a soldier, and he committed horrific acts, and them are acts that I don't think many people would live through or even after have a normal life. It was terrible, really. Some of the things that happened, and there was a scene. I'm not even trying to spoil the film for people who haven't seen it, but there was a scene where you see the boy. Well, they don't show you, but you see the character that Idris Elba's playing uh, rapes the kid, and when I seen that, that was like that was something that that was something very scary to know that the man was taking advantage of these youths. See what I'm saying? And from there, I just realized that where, where we are right now, we're blessed to be honest, because none of our children ain't gonna have to do that.
How did it make you feel watching certain acts of violence?
It made me feel sad to know that this is the kind of hatred that is going on in Africa. I mean, you have a lot of people here in the UK and even a lot of people in America who are saying that they want to leave here and go back home to Africa. I'm not sure what part they're talking about going home to, but there's a lot of problems over there. See what I mean? And with things with the violence that I personally seen, um, I wouldn't want to be nowhere near there. To be honest with you, that kind of senseless violence where man are like chopping man in the head with machete and raping youths and raping women and killing whatever's in sight. Really horrific, and some of the voodoo and that. It was quite scary. It was quite scary. The film, man. It should have been a horror. Still, I'm not sure what it was, but it should have really been a horror because when I was watching it, it was like a horror. I prefer to watch Saw. See what I'm saying, or one of them gruesome films, or one of them because that was so scary. Like how the youth was just on it, just doing better things, and what was kind of scary as well is that them guys are rolling with like SKs and that. See what I'm saying? And all these guys in England that are like singing and rapping about like I got SK and this, that, and the third. It shows you that they haven't really got SKs because if you know what SK is, hopefully we can flash up a picture or something like that. Them guys in Africa are running around with that like it's a pistol, fam, and shooting it off and killing man and all them kind of things. And the SK, I personally know the power of the SK because I've used it before. You see what I'm saying? Not like on the road or nothing like that. I shot it in Thailand, and I'm gonna send man the picture as well. So hopefully the picture can go on this interview and show you that I was using the SK and I was just, I was just at a gun range and the kickback on it's crazy. So when I'm seeing them little kids operating them in Africa, the power behind them and just shooting into a crowd, that's just like you're killing everybody. And to have a child committing those acts of violence, why? I don't. Them child sold. All I'm saying, they have to just close their eyes and pray. Basically, that's all I can say. All they can do is pray.
What do you think Africa can do as a nation to eradicate the issue?
I think Africa needs to come together as on a political level, and they need to have some sort of. Don't get me wrong. You see the UN in the film, and like you're saying to yourself, what are the UN doing? But I think Africa need a bigger defense against this kind of behavior. They need a bigger defense against what's going on because the kids are getting picked up over there, and you hear about people like Boko Haram and people like that that are running around and committing horrific crimes. So I think Africa need to come together and govern it. Because if you look into the West world now, I can only speak on where I live, which is the UK. You could never have, if I was to say now, even to you, yo, let's get a tank, and let's get a tank and go into the city centre. How long do you think we could rampage before that gets stopped? On the first day, we're getting shut down. That's what I'm saying. So how is it that in Africa, a man's got a little army of his own and running riot and got youths killing man and going on terrible like that? But why? Africa need to come together, man. Politically, they need to do something in there because why? From what I seen, see what I mean in that film. Whoever the producer is, I just want to shout him out, man, or her, because from what I seen in that film, it's some straight nightmare business.
What did you think about Netflix strategy to release the film in-house?
I have to big up Netflix, you know. I have to shout out Netflix. I got Netflix. I know Steven's got Netflix as well. So, big up Netflix. It's a great platform. And what they're doing, they're changing the technology game because they're bringing blockbusters like this. I didn't even know what the film was. Imagine I didn't even see a trailer for it or nothing. I'm just flicking through Netflix and I see this Beast of a Nation. So I'm like, oh, then what's this Beast of a Nation? And I watched it. And when I watched it, I wanted to know more about the making of it. So I went into the internet and all that kind of stuff. And I seen that Netflix own the rights to this film. And I think they're doing something wonderful there. Because they're basically cutting out the middleman now. Where you don't need to go cinema. You can pay your $8.99 a month for whatever deal you've got. And watch these kind of films directly at your door. So Netflix, I hope to see more films like this, and I hope to see more films from that producer, because that was a wonderful film. It really, when a film makes you research a problem after, it's a great film. Everyone out there, I encourage you to watch Beast of No Nation. It's a real educational film, and it is something that will touch you because it's a problem that many of us didn't. I knew this was going on because there was a film a few years back called Blood Diamond that showed it vaguely, but Beast of No Nation shows it properly, the graphic detail. So I would say, please, man, watch that film. Watch that film. If you got Netflix, watch the film.